is now is number one, Omahi. Number two, mark my point, Peter. Number three,
why would they betray the sovereignty of Biafra? What's your take as regards?
let me tell you, from my own experience and understanding, I've never seen anything wrong with Uchechi. Uchechi Kanu, that is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's wife. Lolo, Kanu's Lolo, that's Lolo Uchechi. She has not done anything wrong. She only accuses Ekpa of complicating issues. The woman believes that the more Ekpa, let me say, fast track the agitation for Biafra and all those, hoodlums that are claiming they are being sponsored by Ekpa. The woman feels that the more he does that, the more federal government is holding on Kanu. He plays the role as a woman whose husband was, incarcerated for a very long time. And if you ask me, I will tell you that Ekpa himself does not or did not constitute any nuisance in Igbo land. Ekpa was busy doing the normal thing. That was how they just roped him and began to say Ekpa is sponsoring this, Ekpa is sponsoring that, is orchestrating terrorism in the southeastern Nigeria. They're all lies. Ekpa is not orchestrating terrorism in southeastern Nigeria. IPOB are not terrorist organization. IPOB people are the Igbo people who are resilient to at least protect their land from the Janjaweeds, Fulani Janjaweeds. Nobody is constituting terrorism in the southeastern Nigeria. So the people I see that are culpable out of all these names, are number one is Omahe, two is Peter Mba. Are you listening to me? Governor Peter Mba, former governor of Enugu State currently, and the former governor of Ebonyi State. Those are troublemakers in Igbo land. They are using the hoodlums, to fight their political opponents across southeastern Nigeria. It's not the IPOB, neither Ekpa Njoko. I don't know what I understand. Then Uchechi himself is free. Any accusation against that lady is wrong. She's seeing it from another perspective, that as long as federal government of Nigeria are declaring Ekpa or have declared Ekpa an undesirable element, persona non grata, the more the Mazi Nnamdi Kanu case, the more his case, is severed. So Uchechi is not in any way sabotaging Biafra. I repeat it, Uchechi is not in any way. Uchechi, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's wife, is not in any way sabotaging Biafra. There are some
but then we saw an Ekpa go at go.
Time this man where they talk for TV, where they answer Okokon them, when they interview, he will just shout. Okay, Uchechi, blah blah blah. All of them, all these people are just casting Lolo Uchechi, Nnamdi Kanu's wife for nothing. Which obvious. It's not. Uchechi is not. Uchechi.
They had issues.
Listen good. Saboteur I saw in this race now is number one, Omahi. Number two, mark my point, Peter Mba. Number three, Bianca played a saboteur role. One, Bianca, as a wife of the main father of Biafra, Ojukwu, is not supposed to accept any political position from this current government. As long as Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is incarcerated, Bianca has gotten it wrong. I wonder why that lady misunderstands the system. Nigerian political system is not all about accepting any designated position. The position of Igbo man in Nigeria today has actually indicated that we are nowhere. Yoruba doesn't love us. I said it, I repeat it, Yoruba doesn't love Igbo man. The position Yoruba has put us today in this government actually indicated that all our economic help and assistance and development in Southwest, Yoruba is not looking from that angle. They hate Igbo. I'm telling you the truth, honestly. Bianca shouldn't have accepted that position. I'm telling you the truth. Nobody is a fool. Igbo man is not a fool. Nor is he a hungry man. Igbo man is stinkingly rich in Nigeria, doing well. Why are you accepting that position? How much is the salary? Do you know the kind of property wealth Ojukwu left for that woman. He went now and accept one kind second class, second hand position. Oh. Number one is she's not. Oh. So she is answerable to someone. I don't know what I understand. So she plays a role of saboteur.
Even though she's answerable to someone, but we've seen makes represent Nigeria at different occasions.
Now. Yes.
And she's also influential.
Wait. Influential, I don't say. Influential. Not only influential. He represents NNPC in London since Jonathan Yaradua administration, and she did well. What are you saying? I know her position before now. What about what do you mean by giving her position and she's answerable to Yoruba man? As Bianca Ono went to University of Nigeria and Soka, is there any other university in Nigeria that is better? People are dying to go to school at Nsukka. I'm telling you, even Southwesterners. In 1989, I know how many Southwesterners that were my friend. UNN and Nsukka there. What do you mean? People are dying for UNN. Ojukwu's wife is a good material. The best material you can talk of in Nigeria is somebody that graduated from UNN. They are hot cake. Is becoming a second. How do I explain it? It is answerable to someone in that ministry.
It's a privilege to work for
Nigeria. It's a privilege to work for Biafra, Jare, I'm an Igbo man. Which Nigeria? Does Nigeria exist? A country that its citizens are dying in their large numbers and they don't care. Look at Benue State. Now Benue State, every month, they make sure that they kill 100 or 200 monthly. It's unfair now. 50 2 days ago. Churches shut down in Benue State, and they are telling me that Bianca is elated to have received that, to be in that position. No, if she does, I'm telling you that is the highest order of sabotage to Igbo people. We don't hide the truth. Igbo man won that election. Tinubu use money and seize it. Are we hiding the truth again? It was a big position, and it could be that an Igbo man sees Yoruba man position like that. Wow. Church, everywhere they will be writing on paper, talking on social media. Let us tell ourselves the truth, Jared. Truth should be told. The saboteurs in Igbo land are Peter Mba, Dave Umahi, Bianca Ono. Are you listening to me? Hope Uzodinma. I wonder the reason why they could not, include Hope Uzodinma. You have Joy Bokwe. Many of them, Ojukwu Okano. These are the saboteurs we have. Bianca Ono, I manage myself to include him because it comes to me as a rude chalk. The level of double standard, played by Bianca in this present regime. Bianca wouldn't have accepted that position because the kind of money and wealth Ojukwu father left, Bianca had how many percent chunk of that wealth. So I don't know what she's looking for again. Anyway, popularity you might call it, but I'm saying that we the Anambrans, and the Nnewi from where Ojukwu comes from, we are richer than Nigeria, so I don't care. Yes, Anambra says it's richer than Nigeria. Are we not the owner of the gas that they supply to Europe? The Biafra coastal line still house the most of the whole oil well. North, where does not get oil well? Have they discovered the so-called crude oil in the north? We feed Nigeria now. Am I saying it with fear? We are richer. I don't mince my words.
But there was a report that Peter Mba, vowed to take Simon Ekpa to ICC. He said even though they are in the course, even though there's a current court saga there in Finland that is ready to continue at the ICC and at the same time ready to bring out the evidence. He said he has. He said Ekpa applied a lot of people because of his selfish interest, that he was just doing it for his own glory and ripping people off their property.
Listen good, my friend. Peter Mba was the one buying people. These are living people using Fulani herdsmen and some of the herdsmen that are in the Enugu State lawmaking body. The lawmaking body of Enugu State, the House of Assembly of Enugu State, connotes at least 3 to 4 Fulani men. What are they looking for that in that house? What are you saying? Peter Mba is not the presiding judge over Ekpa case in Finland. Peter Mba is just an ordinary governor. of a region in Igbo land. And you can see that Nigeria has not sent any, they have not sent any witness to represent them. No testifier in Finland. That's why CDS is on the run. Bianca is on the run. Peter Mba is on the run. Where are evidences and testifiers against Samuel Ekpa? Round one, haven't you had it? Round one, Ekpa has won. They have frozen his bank account all over Finland. And all his confiscated properties released to him. What are you saying? See, we have information here. You people should not be cooking lies. Nigerian journalism is dangerous. They just write whatever they like on the front page of newspaper and through what? Phonics and breaking news. Throw it on internet, on social media. See, let me tell you. We are no, wait. Now propaganda now. It's a propaganda. Simon Ekpa is winning. Round one, he has won. He was celebrating the other day.
Admitted to tax fraud of 30,000 euros.
Which he can't tax fraud.
Is that propaganda too?
Tax fraud. If Ekpa failed to pay tax, is a different issue from Biafra Nigerian case. Tax default. If they hold you, you can pay. Failure to pay, they will remove it. They know how to remove it from your fund. So that one is a different case now. Tax default has nothing to do with Nigerian Biafra crisis. Samuel Ekpa has been winning, a man that is so resilient to defend his tribe, his tribesmen, the Igbos, has not committed any international crime. Rather, he is fighting fervently to give Biafra a sovereignty, which has already successfully been achieved in Finland, not far away, Scandinavia, Europe. The Biafra declaration was just actually on, made known or unveiled on 29th November and 2nd December last year. A successful one hosted by Finland. So what are we saying? Samuel Ekpa is a freedom fighter. He has right for self-determination to agitate. Likewise, any other person in Africa. Look at what Ibrahim Traore is doing. Traore is almost same age with Samuel Ekpa. He's doing well. Africa is beginning to have a voice on the whole globe because we actually know that they are stealing our fund from every nook and cranny of Europe. Our resources are leaking into France, into UK, into Portugal, into Spain. What are we saying? Even the Dutch. Yeah, the Dutch are the Belgians. So what are we trying to say? Ekpa has not committed any crime. Ekpa is never a betrayer. Betrayers have actually named them Ojukwu, Opuzodimma, Peter Mba, Bianca, Dave Omahe, yes, Benjamin Kanu. All these people are betrayers of the Biafran nation. You don't tag somebody that Uchechi Law Mazen Nande Kanu, someone whose husband has been incarcerated for getting to 5 years now. She has every right to talk. She's speaking out. She must speak more. He has never betrayed anybody. She's asking for the release of her husband. And if anybody is trying to play tacit role, that might sever Mazen Nande Kanu's freedom. She's a woman. She will be crying and talking. Samuel Ekpa did not sever Mazen Nande Kanu's release. Rather, the Igbo politicians are the one lobbying with federal government to hold him. But we've seen how James Omotosho is handling the case of Mazen Nande Kanu. Kanu is about to let off the hook. So recently, it's going to come out.
Okay, but lastly, people are saying that from the video they saw of Ekpa in court, that he looks so shocked that he knows that he might be getting the 6 years jail, and at the same time, if Ekpa could come out, or if Ekpa eventually gets his freedom, what do you think the saboteur? What do you think? How do you think they will feel?
The saboteur in Igbo land will be ashamed of themselves because we the Igbos, we don't kill our brothers, we don't kill our fathers, we don't kill our sisters. Bianca actually, sold out. But notwithstanding, we are not turning our back on him to injure him or sever our relationship with him. The only thing I know is that Kama is no longer a native of India. Kama is now a global man. They know Kama in America. Kama lives in Britain. Kama is a Nigerian everywhere. Kama is a global man. So the law of retribution, nemesis, is going to catch up with them. No matter what happens, whatever a man sow in his lifetimes, sometimes he reaps. Sometimes when he is gone, his offspring from now up to third generation will reap it. So we don't have any grudge against them, only that people like Peter Mba will abscond, Popes of the man will abscond, Dave Umahi must surely abscond, Joey Bekwa will be on the run. All these people, it's not IPOB that is pursuing them. It is nemesis, the land, Igbo land, will pursue them. When the young fowl actually farts or pollute the air, don't you know what it does? It starts shouting and fly and run away because he's afraid of the earth. That is what happened. But in the like of what Biafra men or saboteurs are doing in the southeastern Nigeria, I'm telling you, it is a different case. They will actually banish themselves or outlaw themselves from southeastern Nigeria. The previous work of their hands is what shall speak for them in the future. When a man does well, he is actually exonerated and he lives his life as he could. But when a man has turned his back against his kinsmen, he becomes a flefu and iberibe in Igbo society. So that is how we run our society in Igbo land. It is a norm that if you commit against Igbo nation, the land of Igbo should ask you. That is norm. It's a natural law. And it happens. God doesn't deny his own. We are his. The land of Igbo is going to ask Hope Uzodinma. Is going to ask Joey Bokwe. Is going to ask Ojuzokan. Is going to ask Peter Mba. Igbo land. The land of Igbo. Because they have actually sold out. They betrayed the Igbos. Joey Bekwe is living in Lagos. He's not going to nowhere again.
And so why did he betray?
He betrayed. Is he here? He collected bribe, collected post, turned his back against Igbos, started speaking bad against the Igbos. Have you seen any Yoruba that can do that?
No, his friend too.
No Yoruba. APC chieftain become a gospel and a Iberibe together with Chameleon. Igbo man is not like that. We're Igbos, we don't change colors. We don't change colors. People that are changing with colors are chameleon and unstable people. So Joey Bokwe should go to southwest east. He should not come back. He actually knows his offense and sin. That if he comes back to Igbo land, the land itself of the Igbos will turn against Joey Bokwe. Joey Bokwe has been outlawed since how many years now? Outlawed. Because of his utterances, because of his anti-Igbo activities. In fact, Igbo na ekwano, Igbophobia. Igbo na ekwano, Igbophobia. Anti-Igbo activities connote one of the major reasons Joey Bokwe is on the run today. A fugitive and outlawed Igbo man that could never take it or have it easy with his kinsmen when he goes back to Igbo land. Vev is doing. Vev is a great man, a great Jewish man, and he has succeeded on pointing his fingers in the eyes of the Finnish government, because Finnish government has actually, deviated from the reality. What they should have done is play a role, not even consular role, a true compatriot or patriot, or you call him a national of Finland. Simon Ekpa was, wrongly accused by Nigerian government of abating or influencing act of terrorism in Igbo land or southeastern Nigeria. And if you look at what the young man was fighting for, the young man was fighting for marginalization, exploitation, suppression and oppression of Igbo man in the southeastern Nigeria. Ekpa actually has been, speculated, showcased to be a freedom fighter, in Africa. And actually is a citizen of Finland. So I don't know why Finland, Nigeria bribed Finland into playing the role. I don't know what to understand of, let me use the word oppressing Simon Ekpa. Nigeria is doing this thing against all the Biafra agitators like Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, like Ekpa himself. But the way Nigeria bribed Finland into acting so strange, so lately. It is what is shocking the rest of the world. That's why you see the guard, you know, actually took it upon himself to nail Finland. That man, let me tell you, God has the connection to sue Finland. Yes, into ICC, International Criminal Court. They are going to invite Finland because Finland, all of a sudden, you know, started behaving strangely so lately. The balkanization, you know, assistance we are receiving from Finland, even during the time of Nigerian Biafra Civil War, everything just disappeared. We've seen a Finnish ambassador having closed door with Bianca, closed door with Tinubu. All of a sudden, they turn against Simon Ekpa. And that's why Ekpa is being in trouble, just facing the kind of, let me say, animosity currently he is facing in Finland. It is uncalled for. Finland is not supposed to play that kind of, let me say, tyrannical role against her citizen. I'm telling you, Simon Ekpa, the first round of the, you know, court appearance, Simon Ekpa has actually won. He has competent, you know, with him lawyers, and those lawyers, they know what the international law says about agitation for self-realization or even freedom fight. I don't know what to say. Is that correctly freedom fight? Ekpa is fighting for emancipation of his people in the southeastern Nigeria. And Finland is not supposed to have played that kind of tyrannical role because of a contract given or awarded to one of Finnish companies by Nigeria. Just imagine Nigeria using Finland to play. Nigeria that is not developed. Nigeria that is full of political animals. Nigeria that has nothing to do with this third world development or advancement. Nigeria is not there. I'm telling you, if you see the countries that are called third world developing country, Indonesia, Malaysia, you see Philippines, all of them, Nigeria is not there. Obi told them recently, don't compare yourself to Indonesia. You are too poor.
They're bigger than Nigeria.
Now, Indonesia is a big country in Asia, Far East Asia, and not only bigger than Nigeria, they are more populated than Nigeria. How many are we? 200 and these are Indonesia, meaning India in Asia. If you just want to break it into syllables, that's the meaning of Indonesia. And there are many of them. They have population. So when you talk about Asian tiger today, industrialization in Asia, Indonesia is there, Malaysia is there. So we are too poor. I'm telling you, Nigeria is too poor, and that's why they actually believe in giving bribe to the level that Finland actually succumbed and stooped so low to have collected bribe from Nigeria to nail Simon Ekpa. Simon Ekpa is taking Nigeria to ICC very, very soon. And Ekpa has already decided taking Finland to ICC. He has the right to do that. And I'm talking to you now, much human rights activists in the world are gathering for Simon Ekpa. Look at what you said about the guard. Yes, he's a Jewish lawyer. He's a Jewish activist. I'm telling you, globally renowned Jewish artist. Yes, he's a lobbyist, I know. I know that one, but he's an activist from Israel. I've actually told you that the Igbos are the Jews. We don't hide it anymore. So whatever is happening to Biafran land is happening to Israel. That's why Israel is not happy over what Mazen and the Kanu and Ekpa is going through. So I'm telling you that Finland actually has deviated from playing the role, not only consular role, but the role of, you know, how a country could go to at least protect her citizens. Simon Ekpa was wrongly accused by Nigerian Janjaweeds, the Fulani, and the only thing Finland could have done is turn their back on Nigerian complaint and diplomatic roles to lure them into, you know, nailing one of their citizens, Master Simon Ekpa. So if you ask me, I tell you that Verb Guard has gone too far, very, very far to actually at least fight, you know, give Nigeria and Finland legal battle just over Simon Ekpa ordeal. Ekpa's houses, Ekpa's bank account has been at least released for him. They released it to him because why? He did not commit any crime. I'm telling you, self-realization is freedom fight. And Simon Ekpa is fighting for emancipation of Biafra. Biafra is his own country. Simon Ekpa is no longer Nigeria. Yes, there's gold medal he won, you know, during Olympic of I think maybe in Barcelona in 1992 or so. He returned it to Nigeria. He said, "I take your trophy. I don't belong to you again." Is that not a shame? It is a shame. Ekpa has rejected his Nigerian nationality and embraced Finland. And now Finland is playing the role of Wayo country. I've never known that such a Scandinavian Europe like Finland will actually stoop so low because of money, because of cheap contracts awarded to one of his companies. I'm telling you, Putin is taking it serious, not only GAD, because GAD actually is a Jew, Putin is a Jew, Russians are Jews. That's why you see how serious they are. And Putin administration is aligning with Ibrahim Traore of Burkina Faso to stop the Western Europe from stealing our natural resources. This kind of neo-colonial rules, I'm telling you, it just started so lately. I did not know Europe like this before. And it's like the French and the English are now contesting among themselves who will have upper hand over neo-colonial, policies going on all around Africa. So what happened now is that the French has lost their colonies. Like Senegal has actually deviated. Senegal has actually, sent the French packing. Recently, you can see what happened in Mali. Mali has actually turned their back on the French. Then again, Ivory Coast, they are battling it because as America is trying to have military base in Ivory Coast is beginning to, Cote d'Ivoire, they are beginning to accuse America. I don't know what I understand. Having military base in Cote d'Ivoire, I don't know what I understand. To attack Burkina Faso. In fact, they are accusing America of having base in West Africa so that they will have military space to strike that Ibrahim Traore. Then you look at Mali. Mali has actually, started, to send France for banishment. France should be banished in Mali. And they have actually done that. You can see what happened in Gabon. You can see what is on course. It's a military adventurism in Niger. France is going. The whole continent are waking up from their slumber. Both the French colony and the English colony. We are tired of a situation whereby someone is using us as mugu at the back door, making us dry. That has been the method of the British and the French. Immediately, African countries, had their independence in the 60s. So, the Jewish lobbyist has actually, seen something in Biafra. Biafra is a very different country currently in Africa now. Biafra is the Prince of Africa and all eyes are on Biafra. So, I think God is doing good work. God, the Jewish lobbyist. Then again, you see the role of Putin to make sure that Biafra, extricates itself from Nigeria. Putin has been on his feet, since 2015, working together hand in hand with Mazen and the Kano. And you can see the role of State of Israel. State of Israel is always with Biafra. That was in 1967 till 1970, until they had Arab-Israeli war. That's why they left Igbo land and went and defend their land. So Israel actually tried. And I'm telling you that Biafra has come.